This is the Tarot and Oracle forecast for the week of 14th of August for all star signs. If you would like a personal or private reading, or you would like the absolutely amazing, incredible soulmate reading, you can contact me at theoracletimes@gmail.com or book a reading via the website. I will put the links in the description box below. Right, so I'm going to start off with your 3 little angel messages, then I'll give you the reading for the week, and in the midst of that I will tell you a very interesting story. As you all know, it was eclipse week last week. I'm sure you've all got stories. I've got one for you as well. You'll see your angel cards for this week is relaxation, joy, and support, which the relaxation part I could definitely do with this week. The joy part, I would welcome. The support, well, I saw that in the last week, so I will tell you my story. You're welcome to also tell your stories in the comment box below. This eclipse did bring with it a whack of a note. We decided to go out on what is Women's Day in South Africa on Wednesday to the Kruger National Park, and we got home to find that our house had been raided by baboons. I do not know how to begin to describe to you what a house looks like when it has been raided by baboons, but it looked as if someone had taken my house, tipped it upside down, thrown all my groceries in there, broken, including milk, and then of course the animals mess in the middle of all of that. So I have spent most of the rest of the week trying to restore my home. Luckily now it is back to virtually normal. I'm just waiting for my rugs to come back from the cleaners. But it was, to be perfectly honest, I walked in and burst into tears. So I'm sure you all have stories to tell like that. So a week of relaxation and joy I could definitely do with. To my family who helped restore law and order within the home, that's where the support definitely came from. And from the neighbours and the, people who did things for us, clean carpets and upholstery. To all of them, a heartfelt thanks, honestly. Right, let's move on to your reading for this week. You get the Timeout, Sisterhood, and Disguised Blessing as your first 3 cards. So there comes the Timeout. The Timeout is the relaxation part. So I think we get a little bit of a window between the eclipses. The other one's on the 21st of August. That is apparently a beautifully aspected eclipse. All things said, eclipses always do bring something out of the blue that you didn't expect, but considering that it is beautifully aspected, we can only hope that there are no more scary stories. So this week we get a little bit of relaxation, a little bit of time out from the universe's experiences it wants us to learn through an experience. That sisterhood is we probably find we spend time with those that are closest to us, that understand us, that speak the same language as us, metaphorically speaking. We pull together, you feel that sisterhood with the people around you. And you also discover that perhaps what happened with this eclipse last week was a blessing in disguise. Yes, I know I'm going to have some difficulty in discovering what the blessing in disguise was. Other than that, I have a spotless house, including my walls have been washed. So we will still see next week there was probably another blessing hidden in what occurred in that eclipse week. We will discover what it is. Then we come to the forgiveness card, the Stardust card, and the Written in Stone card. I can understand the forgiveness card. One is going to have to let go of, look, once you've had your house raided like that, there is a certain amount of anger involved, even though it's animals and one can't really blame them. They were hungry. You do feel a certain amount of resentment for the amount of destruction and, problems they caused. But one's going to have to let go of that. So I'm sure you all have stories from your eclipse week that you're going to need to let go of a certain amount of resentment or hurt and disappointment. The Stardust card says we go forward with faith and hope and trust. And that's the way to go into the future. Now that Written in Stone card is obviously an indication of not only what happened in the eclipse week it was karmically set, it was written in stone, it was an experience we had to go through, but it is also a small indication of what is coming. And I say small because at this moment it's just an indication of what's coming with the next eclipse, because they will all have something to do with one another, especially when they come. You have a full moon and a new moon eclipse. Other thing to remember is that 21st one is a new moon eclipse, where the full moon eclipse will shut a door in order for you to move on. The new moon eclipse, as it shuts that door, will open a new door for you. So something will be brought in to restore your faith and your hope and your trust. And if we look at that final card that comes up, it's the breakthrough card. So I think for a lot of you, wherever you've been sitting stuck in your life and you just cannot seem to make that forward movement, these two eclipses will, in effect, move that block out of your way, whether it is that they force you into taking a making or taking a move, or they force something out of your way so that you can move forward. That breakthrough is coming. There will be physical aspects of this that make this move. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be destructive, although to a certain extent it may be moved out of your way. But the breakthroughs are normally internal. That does not mean on the external level there will not be something that is removed out of your way. I think what most of you can think about at this moment is what is blocking your progress in life. Think about it mentally. Think about what is inside of you that you feel. You want to study, but you don't have money. You want to study, but you don't feel confident in what you want to study in. You want to move, but you don't know how. You're in a bad relationship. You don't know how to get out of it. You don't see your future without of it. You in a relationship, but it's having problems, and you'd love to change those problems so that it could get better. You're not in a relationship. You desperately want a relationship, whatever that story may be. In this coming week, towards the end of the week with that next eclipse, I think because it's a new moon eclipse, it's going to move that block out of the way for you and give you the potential. Remember, we always have to make use of that opportunity, albeit that eclipses can force our hand on things. You will see that opportunity knocking at your door for you after it's moved the obstacles out of the way. So whatever your main story is in your life at the moment, you're going to see a breakthrough in that with the end of next week. Right, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Tell me your eclipse stories. I would love to hear them. And my sympathies to those of you who had equally, shall we say, unhappy surprises that occurred. If you would like a personal private reading, or you'd like one of those incredible soulmate readings, you can contact me at theoracletimes@gmail.com, or you can book a reading via the website. I will put a link in the description box below. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, emailing. Those of you that have purchased Helga and my Oracle decks, that's the deck I used in this reading, thank you so much. I will put a link in the description box below if you would like to purchase that deck.